Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And with this one, I'm not 100% sure I'm answering his question, but I kind of got it done like if you remember in the first video. It looks like there's a shadow underneath the bottom of the letter. It's kind of hard to tell because all uh, and the difference of the graphics and, the pointed parts of the H where these are all straight letter. But I came pretty close that I would be comfortable with. Maybe just adding a little bit more. And also I think we could left click no outline and it would actually look a little bit better. Um, but it looks like it's darker on the top. So I was thinking of it completely opposite of the way you need to think about it. We've got this and I was trying to shadow off of that. But if we shadow off of this, and a lot of times your shadow tool might not work. But see, it did, so sometimes you might have to convert it to a bitmap and we could change that direction so it looks like it's coming, more from one angle than the other angle. And I think the key here now is to go to object and break the shadow apart and then get the shadow out of the way. Because that's going to be kind of weird. And unless we take the transparency tool and make it, no, I didn't use the transparency tool. I used the interactive fill tool and take it, well, I got it something on like elliptical. I need linear. And put it darker at the bottom. Let's just expand these out sometimes they won't be so quite so touchy. And sometimes that box gets in the way. So a lot of times you have to select this thing. And you can just kind of play with this because we want very little shadow to the top and more to the bottom. And then place it on your item and then place this back. And it kind of looks like there's a shadow on the bottom. We might need some more underneath the G's and the T, kind of like this is. But you could possibly even break that up and do that. Let's see if we grab that, see which one. See, that's the shadow. So let's put it back and let's make this one transparent, see what happens. Well, we're pretty transparent as it is. I'm not a big, I don't use the transparent. That ain't like pretty good right there, but if you wanted some colors, maybe you just leave that alone and make sure it's behind the layer. So we put this on top. You can see that's behind the orange. And now let's play with that order. Let's go order back of page. Doesn't really do anything because it's already part of that shadow. Let's move this up. You see there you can kind of see our shadow effect on it. Let's go to object, order, front of page, didn't change anything. Object, order, back of page. See, you've got the shadow on top and you've got to have it. Then just bring that back down. I don't get to use colors very much and not really a graphic artist, but I was actually thinking that putting some lines, well, I'll just show you real quick what else I was thinking. Take some lines and put it here and possibly there, and then put a line across here and a line across here, and then take your smart fill tool and filling in that section with a gray, and stay with me here, and then we need to move this stuff out of the way so I can get back to put that and delete that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of blur on here because the shadow's a blur. So I'm going to go to effects and blur and go to Gaussian blur, just a little bit of a blur. And now if we pop those back in, that's one way to kind of give a little bit of shadow. I don't like it because it's kind of elongated, but you could actually make it a little darker. That doesn't look half bad. You know, I think we can't make the shadow really any darker because that's, well, let me try this one more time. Let's make the shadow, see if we can't make the shadow a little darker. And then make sure it's on the back of the page. I'm just rambling here because I have really no clue in colors. But now we need to bring the turquoise to the front of the page, or really to the back of the page. See what happens. There we go. That doesn't look half bad, and with our extra shadowing up top, it's not perfect, but I gave it a shot. Hope that helped that gentleman, and thank you for watching.